HS2 stands for High Speed 2, a new high-speed railway that will connect London with major cities in the Midlands and the north of England. It is the largest infrastructure project in Europe and the most important economic and social regeneration project in decades. The project aims to provide faster, more frequent, and more reliable rail services, as well as creating thousands of jobs, boosting business opportunities, and reducing carbon emissions. HS2 trains will run at speeds of up to 250 miles per hour, cutting journey times between London and Birmingham by half an hour, and between London and Manchester by an hour. But HS2 is also controversial, as it involves building new tracks and tunnels across some of the most scenic and historic parts of the country, affecting wildlife habitats, ancient woodlands, and local communities. The project has faced opposition from environmental campaigners, landowners, and residents along the route, who have raised concerns about noise, disruption, property blight, and loss of green spaces. The cost of HS2 has also been a source of debate, as it has risen significantly over time. The original budget for the whole project was £32.7 billion in 2010, but it has since increased to £106 billion in 2019, according to an independent review commissioned by the government. The review also suggested that the project could be delayed by up to 7 years, with the first phase between London and Birmingham expected to open between 2029 and 2033, instead of 2026 as originally planned. The government has committed to delivering HS2 in full, despite the challenges and criticisms. It argues that HS2 is essential for meeting the growing demand for rail travel, improving connectivity between regions, creating economic opportunities, and supporting the transition to a low-carbon economy. It also claims that HS2 will generate benefits worth £92 billion over 60 years, outweighing its costs. HS2 is divided into 3 phases: Phase 1 between London and Birmingham, Phase 2A between Birmingham and Crewe, and Phase 2B between Crewe and Manchester, and between Birmingham and Leeds. The first 2 phases have been approved by Parliament and are under construction, while the third phase is still under review by the government as part of an integrated rail plan for the North and Midlands. The sinkhole that threatened the HS2 project in Buckinghamshire was a sudden and unexpected event that raised serious concerns about the safety and environmental impact of the high-speed rail line. In this section, we will explore how the sinkhole emerged and what are the risks it poses to the surrounding area. The sinkhole appeared on Saturday, May 14, 2023, in a field by Shardilos Lake near Amersham. According to an official from HS2 Ltd's contractor, Align, the hole was 6 meters across and 5 meters deep. The sinkhole was in Bassards Field, southwest of the lake, and close to a public right-of-way. The landowners were informed and livestock were moved to a safe place. The sinkhole was likely caused by the tunneling work of HS2, which involves drilling through the chalk aquifer under the Chilterns. The aquifer is a porous layer of rock that stores and transports groundwater. The tunneling work may have disturbed the natural balance of water pressure and flow in the aquifer, creating voids or cracks that eventually collapsed into a sinkhole. The sinkhole poses several risks to wildlife, water supply, and public safety. First, it could affect the water quality and quantity of Shardilos Lake, which is a site of special scientific interest, SSI, and home to many rare species of birds, fish, and plants. The lake is fed by groundwater from the aquifer, so any contamination or depletion of the water source could harm the ecosystem. Second, it could disrupt the water supply for nearby residents and businesses who rely on boreholes or wells that tap into the aquifer. The sinkhole could cause changes in water pressure or level that could affect the availability or quality of water. Third, it could endanger the public who use the footpaths or roads near the sinkhole. The sinkhole could expand or collapse further, creating hazards or obstacles for pedestrians or vehicles. The emergence of the sinkhole near Chardillos Lake has sparked outrage and criticism from local residents and environmental groups who have been warning about the dangers of HS2 tunneling through chalk for years. They have called for an immediate halt to the construction work until a thorough investigation is carried out and measures are taken to prevent further damage to the aquifer and the landscape.